Now, what the hell is this face? It's so doofy, but I love it. Also, I'm just gonna say it right up front, I'm not a huge fan of the beat on this battle. Those high piano notes aren't doing it for me. Anyway, let me see that epic Chuck Norris. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Beautiful, inject it right into my veins, let's go.
Score! And 65 years in the past, I won the Civil War with my beard! Now I'm here to whoop your ass!
I guess these are fine opening bars. It says about as much as the Hitler one. I was famous in history, now I'm here to rap hard. And it even gets the Gettysburg Address opening in there, and I appreciate that they did the basic math and updated the amounts to get the difference from 1865 to 2010. As always, it's the little things that make this series. But I think the issue is, Crunk Lincoln is such a terrible interpretation of this character that it can't sell the line effectively. So, no points here. Almost. But I just can't do it.
I bred up on your back, you cure cancer with your tears. Well, tell me, Chuck, how come you never sat down and cried on your career?
Jesus Christ, dude, you fucking killed him. Seriously though, nice Peter's first triple of the series, and it happens to set a new bar for, well, the best bar so far.
You're a washed up has-been on TV selling total gems.
Honestly, that deserves a point. I mean, it was an embarrassing product to be hawking, and that QVC video with Chuck Norris and his son is a solid little bit of old internet comedy to revisit.
Then you're gonna lose this battle like you lost Return of the Dragon. I'll rip your chest hairs out, put him in my mouth. I'll squash you like I squash this out. I never told a lie and I won't start now. You're a horse with a limp, I'll put you down.
Generally, I wouldn't give an award for the basic I'm gonna beat ya type line, but the Return of the Dragon recap, the Civil War reference, and the old-timey simile are all specific enough to the characters that it gets the point for adding some world building and immersion to the battle.
This isn't Gettysburg, punk. I'd suggest retreating, for I invented rap music when my heart started beating.
Oh boy. I kind of forgot that all of Chuck Norris's lines are Chuck Norris jokes. I mean, I guess that's why he was even relevant enough to be in this battle. For those who don't know or don't remember, there were a few years, maybe between like 2008 to 2011, where Chuck Norris jokes were a very popular meme that everyone loved, or at least pretended to love. You know, the Chuck Norris is so powerful that he built the house he was born in, that type of stuff. Back in 2010, using these jokes definitely was a tiny bit dated, but it was still relevant enough to be fine. And Kid Me enjoyed it enough. So what I'm gonna do here is try to rate these raps from an early 2010s viewpoint where Chuck Norris memes are still fun and universally known about. Even still though, that opening line was worth nothing.
Chuck Norris doesn't battle, he just allows you to lose. My raps will blow your mind like a verbal John Wilkes Booth.
Well, that was a short verse. I think they were trying to start playing around with the structure of raps, which would eventually pay off with more complex and interesting battles, and was a great decision overall, but here it's kinda weird Chuck only gets 8 bars. Anyway, I'm torn. The John Wilkes Booth line is almost worth a point, but it feels like more could have been done with it. Still, at the time I remember thinking it was a good one, and it's still at least decent, so I guess here, it gets a point.
I've got my face on the side of a mountain. You voted for John McCain.
Okay, that joke hit better when Obama-McCain was the most recent election, but even still, it hits pretty hard. Kinda wanna give it 3 points, but I'll just do 1 because I know every year that passes, this disc gets less potent.
I've got a bucket full of my head, and I'm about to make it rain. You block bullets with your beard, I catch up with my skull.
These are weird lines all around. Sure, it's a bucket of pennies, and that's cool you're on money, but what's that all worth, like 20 bucks or so? Bucket might have cost more. And then, yeah, you caught 1 single bullet, and then, like, died. 'Cause you got shot in the head. So I'm not quite sure that's impressive, but whatever, man. Gonna just take off a point and move along.
I make fun of Walker, Texas Ranger, but I've never even seen that shot.
Honestly, this joke hits home because I do the same thing. Or did, at least back in 2010, when it just seemed like some weird thing the meme guy did in the 70s or whatever. I just googled it right now to learn what it's even about, and apparently it was from the 90s until 2001, meaning it had most of its new episodes in my lifetime, which is the most baffling thing to me in the world. Also, it literally visually looks like a Chevy truck commercial was made into a TV show for 8 seasons. So this diss is still valid and will forever be valid, and thus it deserves a point.
I'm Chuck Norris! I've spread more blood and gore than 40 score of your puny civil wars!
It's not bad, it's just lame. No points because it's not even worth talking about.
I split the Union with a roundhouse kick!
Okay, this gets a point because I absolutely love the idea of a tiny beard with a little tiny beard black belt around it.
I attack sharks when I smell them bleed. I don't go swimming. Water just wants to be around me.
Really, it's just hard, because these are actually half-decent Chuck Norris jokes, but they're still Chuck Norris jokes. So I don't know, whatever. This one and the next set of lines each gets a half point, so we'll just do a full point between the two, capiche?
My fists make the speed of light wish that it was faster. You may have freed the slaves, but Chuck is everyone's master.
Okay, but really, what the hell is going on with Lloyd's arm in this shot? Okay, it just keeps getting better and better score-wise. Both rappers are in the positives on this one, and hey, Peter even churned out his first win, with his flow improving greatly. Lloyd honestly probably rapped better, but using only Chuck Norris jokes is a major handicap for him, as it would be for anyone in life. This battle is an interesting one. Call it a sophomore slump, but it feels like a small step back from the previous episode. The theming isn't nearly as strong, the visuals and costumes aren't as good, and the beat is kind of mid, and overall I just don't like the battle as much. A big part is definitely Chuck Norris being here purely for the meme and how much that inclusion dates and limits the production. But on the other hand, you can still see the actual technical aspects of the show improving, you could hear both Nice Peter and Epic Lloyd improving as rappers, and you get the sense that this is where the creators are starting to see the potential to extend this crazy epic rap idea into something more than just a couple goofy videos. Unfortunately, that potential will have to wait. Tune in next time as we watch the momentum die when we get to see two very of the time celebrity choices create something, well, we'll say very underwhelming. But hey, maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it's a hidden gem. Maybe I've just got my poker face on and this bridge to nowhere is actually a bridge to Terabithia. Wait, that wasn't right. In any case, like and subscribe and I'll catch you next time.